Oh, and look at this. Cadian getting out towards ramp, and he's very, very deep. And that there is Jax just flat out not ready for it. Man advantage taken here for the side of Heroic. Ramp control and health control going their way. This is going to force G2 to group up and commit somewhere else on the map to try and get a bit of control for their trouble. And with the ability to have these players rapping through heaven, they try and grab lobby. They do manage to put it in a 3-on-3 as a result. And so now they're set up pretty nicely to attempt this retake. Nexa opening the round up and actually doubling down on the back of it. It all falls onto Cadian in a 1v3. He's wrapping main, and bomb isn't planted for here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's planted for heaven. That's that's not a good one. That's not what you wanted if you're Heroic. That's a bit of a shame. Heroic, they've got a lot of map control. Outside belongs to them with this player in secret. They have secret control. They're holding lobby with a man advantage. They keep on finding these frags as well.
But where will they go with it? A site looking likely with a kill coming from Kenny is trading quickly, and that will bait them further into the setup, into the stack. But even then, it's no problem for Heroic. They don't even need to trade past that first kill. Just quick entries and a clean second or first round taken, rather. You know, or hasn't played that many maps. So there's going to be a lot to learn here for G2. Heroic are on the B side very quickly for event drops. Jax is here, and he's dropped the bomb. Cadian will trade. That provides time for Heroic to get this plant in. But in that time, Amanek is already rotated down. He's creating a real problem here on the B bomb site. Cadian gets a second, but at this point, do they even want to commit towards B? G2 know exactly where that bomb is. Nexus got a frag. Borup comes in late on lobby and kills the ramp player, and up the vents they can go, but that's exactly where Nexus is. Heroic need to be careful in this 2-on-1 despite the low health.
I don't know, man. I'm not feeling too good about that one. Who's walking around the corner? Borup holding deep within the ramp. And we'll see them, you know, showing a bit of attention down through secret, but I think that is just Cadian checking it. It does feel like the plan here is to see what these Heaven players can accomplish. And with Nexa keeping an eye on it, he's not watching actually for the wraparound up on the top Heaven. He's just holding hell. And so him going up the ladder, it's pretty crazy, but it's actually kind of worked out here for the side of G2. There's no time. Oh, dearie me, Heroic. They've kind of outbrained themselves on this.
Yeah, I was wondering. They definitely left that too long. Like,
wonder where this is. Can Cadian look to grab it?
It's out in B next to the silo, so it's really not in a
it's not in a
position.
friendly place. Okay.
Next, they got the kill from the window.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter that Heroic have top right now.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty tricky spot to be in. And Tessus is just going to walk to his demise. I think at this point, Heroic had kind of realized it. Like, yeah, getting this bomb, not going to be easy. However, that maybe helps. Cadian. Oh, okay. Now down to the 1v1. And Kenny with the AWP in hand. Cadian, 2 points of health. Kenny only needs to land 1 bullet. But that would be true with the pistol or with the AWP. He's elected. Or the former. Missed shot from Kenny. Tagged down. That's the nade. Done it.
Nice.
Oh, dear. Cadian locks it in with 3. They're looking like they want to go for this top site push. Now, they've been very, very patient here at waiting in lobby. They've been hoping that they can catch G2. You know, maybe trying to lobby crunch, maybe trying to get aggressive. You wait out any utility they might have, and they've got nothing, man. They've really got nothing. So these mollies go down. That's going to force Kenny into the lion's den. And now Amanek, he's going to have an attempt as well. He's actually trapped here in the corner. So he doesn't fare all too well, but Nexus certainly does. And now Jax, 1v2. They don't know he's here. They don't know he's at the back of the site. And oh dear. Oh no, now down to the 1v1. Borup. No! Borup is deleted, and Jax, the hero G2 needed, the D king of this squad.
Dirtying them up, shooting through smokes. Jax is not done. He's got his seconds. Downfalls as well.
Jax has been on a tear in this round here and now, and who knew? He might just continue it. 3 to his name. However, that's him out of the game, and it does fall on to Nico now. 1 on 3, and he has caught a man down at the ramp. That'll be Mr. Kenny S getting bested there in the head-to-head. So now Nico, a very good chance that he might be able to find something in this round. However, Hunter and Amanek still standing on the other side, trying to do everything in their power to stop exactly that. Nico.
TikTok.
Only 7 seconds left on this clock, and he goes into the site, tries to get that bomb planted, and sadly it will be tied. It is the undoing of Heroic there in that round. Oh, Nexa, here's them dropping. Hunter is the guy who could really make a lot of difference in this round, and now he's going to have to. He's caught a timing in through red, and he isolates that one fight into something that's very frustrating to deal with if you're G2. Heroic, okay, that's actually fantastic. They molly Nico out. He was playing at the vents. That's going to force a gunfight out of him, perhaps. And, well, with that kill coming in onto Hunter, now maybe it will just be the save for G2. Ooh. And I'm getting worried, like, what if he tries to, because the others just got to walk right down, right?
They could fake a B play, and they have a lobby player, so they could still hit this A site if someone gives them a kill. Jax is going to do that. Heroic, they can run out. Hey, this is a perfect round. There's one man on top of the hut left, and that is Hunter, the man that started this round with a kill. He's waiting. Amanek's coming as well. The spray is good. Next to Hunter, Amanek, all here. Right place, right time, and G2 mow down Heroic.
And at ramp, and they push through ramp with players. So they've got info that this side of the map is clear. They've got Jax down in B. He's pushing secret. He's about to come up behind Heroic. He literally could destroy this whole round right now. D2, they've got a very good read on this situation. Jax does go down though. Cadian was keeping an eye on secret. And so G2, while they had an idea what's going on, they've got to start looking at main. They get in position to do exactly that. It's Hunter and Nexa down here in the site, and they've spotted players here. They know what's going on. Hunter dies on the wide peak, but Nexa playing the bait and switch. We saw the bait, and here's the switch. Nexa looking for a second, not able to find it. That's what Amanek was meant to trade, but somehow this has come down to a 1v1. Kenny versus Cadian.
Smoke down as well. Oh, he's going to peek before it blooms. Kenny had a sight. He had a bit of a visual on Cadian. Takes some shots through the smoke, but won't connect. And now, well, the silence has been lifted. The shots have been fired. Cadian's looking to win the round off of a forced fight. He's going to go wide. Kenny spotted off the jiggle. Cadian sees him on the jump. He knows Kenny is above as well. And Kenny going to make the jump on top of the silo. Cadian saves it, and he will pick up the kill for Heroic. 7 at the end of the half.
He's getting a little bit worried now. This is why Testes is going to come in to try and hold on to the bottom of hell. But Testes' attention is very, very divided. Luckily enough, Borup is doing a pretty good job holding this one solo. And, well, all of his team have actually found success across the map. Kenny and Amanek are the only 2 players remaining.
And he almost had an engagement there. This is a weird one because it's just given more time for Heroic to set up. They had 4A. Now they have 3B, but Amanek has taken the first one out. Borup re-peeking, getting the trade, and just like that, it's a cleanup for Heroic. They kill both players in the site, and they get the retake. You got to wonder.
Yeah, and they don't really have time to dance around it either, right? You got to get this bomb planted or else the round is over. So this here now means that Stown and co, they really could lay this round to rest. And with that 1 kill, it's done, no matter how hard G2
Oh, it's
tries.
+5. Oh, almost died there.
Through secret, Nexa's been holding lobby this entire time. And so Stown could just blindside him and win the entire round. But Nexa with a quick flick. Oh my goodness. Borup's auto shotgun doesn't find anything. And, well, talk about an anticlimactic ending to a round. Maybe not. Maybe Cadian can deliver us something stellar. Come on, Cadian, let's go. Ah, never mind. It's all on to Tesses in a 1v2.
And he's not really got the health nor the kit for it. Bomb been planted, and Hunter looking for the fight. He's already crossed, and he's got his eyes on main. Tesses nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Smoke in his face, and Hunter's playing it. He doesn't want Tesses to sneak through to cheek his way into the round. And so Tesses will just have to turn the other one and save.
Nade finding some good damage only makes the scout more effective. The reason why the nade has worked out so well, though, is that G2, they've got everyone down through secret, and into the pistols they go. Eagle has found one. Stown holding down the vents, and he is going to get traded, but a nice shot onto Hunter. And oh dear, how is this happening? How is this happening? The CZs are made some progress towards outside, and he's waiting to deal with Cadian. Cadian never knew.
He's got a kill ready. He's playing the site. He's playing hidden, trying to swing off the audio. They don't check it. Borup drops the bomb. 10 seconds. Oh, he's messing around with smokes. That will get him killed. The CC takes so long to draw, and Nexa is already inside of the site. He now has a smoke to plant in, and that's perfection. Tesses is coming in on the ramp flank. He can climb heaven, but Nexa has the room to move inside of the site. He has the smoke at his feet, and he's moved back towards the door as well. Nexa shuts it out. Of course he does. 3 kills from the in-game leader, and G2 will find 10 rounds. That eco.
Getting up on top of the blue bit, peeking over. Does have Cadian back in garage as well. They've got a bit of a crossfire, a bit of a trade potential between the 2 of them. Hunter gets caught over the top of this smoke, and now Cadian's going to go through his in Garage. I think they've seen him. They're spamming him down. Stown has found a man over by Main, and Cadian drop. Nico does get a trade. He goes 1 for 1, but that's going to keep this in favor of Heroic. And one by one, G2 just get picked apart in that round there.
A bit of a read from Heroic. They're not falling for this. G2 have gone for a lot of outside fakes in this game, and Heroic are ready with 2 on the ramp. Make it a third. Cadian's come on rotation. Tess is fighting from CT with a bit of a spray. Cadian re-peeking. He gets 1. Nico's still here, and he's not died. Flick from Hunter. Ridiculous shot, keeping G2 in a 2-on-2 in this round, and now Amanex lurk outside can come into great effect. He hears the vent drop. He knows one's lower. Borum's about to show his hand, though, and now all the info is in the hands of Hunter. 1-on-2.
That man, like he so often is, then let's do it. Hunter, he needs the ace. He needs this 1v2, and it's not going to happen. Borup deletes him. They have to. They've got to make their mind up. They've got to go for this play, at the very least, just to die. And 15 seconds. This is weird, man. They're going to try and go down a B. They might be afforded a bomb plant at a bare minimum, but even if a kill comes into this bomb, that is the round gone for G2, and they do manage to find the plant down to a 2-on-2. Nico keeps it in the advantage of Heroic. It's very, very back and forth here down towards the B site. Somehow, some way, G2 have gotten a bomb plant. Nexa on for the 30 bomb, and he needs it if he wants to win this round. The wrap is good, and he has removed the man. It's all on to Nico. In a 1v1, he taps the bomb, and he's up against Nexa, who's on 30. Molly's been retrieved, and the round should be denied on the back of that Molotov. Nico still hanging around, and Nexa takes them all to the grave with him. 31-17 on Nexa, and a 12th round for G2. Might not be top of the board for G2, but you can't argue with, especially on this T side, he's had a lot of impactful rounds. And so what can the rest of the gang do to pick up the pieces? Everyone's blind. This is chaotic. Amanek, how on earth does he win that? Cadian still inside of the site, still ready to be a nuisance. And bomb plant not denied. But however, it's all onto Kenny in a 1-on-3. It's not the easiest spot for this man to be in. It was his birthday yesterday. Let's see if he's feeling nice and fancy for us today. Kenny S, first kill coming in. He's looking for even more, and they are pressuring him. They overwhelm Kenny. Defuse Heroic.
For this lower bomb site, Tess is here. He doesn't know how deep they are. Oh, they've already opened the door and pushed close. He's got fumbling with nades. He could die to this. Luckily, Nico's got the cover from the window. The smoke at the bottom of the stairs buys him time, but that time is about to expire. Grenade follows. Tess is playing out of the site. Nico's been finished off by a grenade of Amanex choosing, and Cadian finds an orb kill. Bomb plant in and retake on for Heroic.
Borup and his auto shotgun making quick work of the first man, but Hunter is able to swing. 2-on-3, G2 desperate to keep themselves afloat here on Nuke. And Amanek gets caught in the back. All the pressure's on to Hunter now, and he spots this first man, but they know where he is. He knows where they are, and 3 of them outweigh the 1 of Hunter. Defuse is going to come on through, and it's Heroic taking their map pick 16-13.
Here come the team.
You touch upon, like, there's not much to go off of. Well, that means that for G2, they probably really tried to, like, the idea of reinforcing playing their own game. But that could play against them, right? Like, if you're doing the same as always, Heroic might be ready for it. And in this round, there's some early trades going down over here in middle. It's a 4-on-4 with an attempt to split into this B bomb site. And Borup, trying to hold the line, wasn't able to do so. Cadian gets one himself. And it is now all on to Tessez in a 1v3.
Oh, but everyone's so low. He's trying to finish the job. Hunter finished off, and now bomb planted. They're already getting close. Tessez, 1 bullet in the mag. He's not going to hit it. Kenny down to 13. He just needs 2 connecting shots in this round, and that would push him over the line. There's 1, but he doesn't know Nexus crossed to the back of the bomb site. Oh, he gets spotted. Tessez doesn't realize, and Nexus backpack, it almost gives him away, but instead he fills it full of bodies and takes G2 over the mountain. With a flank available as well. Tessez waiting behind the smoke. Hunter is inside of it, and that fade could favor him, but the gun certainly won't. Nico could put a stop to all of this before it even starts. There's 1. Oh, Nico's second kill does come through. The trade is in, and even if G2 back up now, Heroic are going to beat them to that B bomb site, so they may as well just commit with what they got, but what they got is not a lot. Tessez drops Hunter, and it leaves it on 2.
Oh, and Borup's just seen they're pushing up, so now the rest of Heroic tuck themselves in, try and peek as a pack. if they go pushing at short A, they might get the info that there's only one man here in the form of Hunter. The rest of G2, they're spread out across the map here at mid, and now coming into lower A, Hunter actually swings out short. He caught a timing in between the peaks to find his way up. And you'll already see across the map players just peeling back from their positions, trying to get into this ace site, but they might not be needed. Nico is on for the ace. He's got 4. Nexa, will he hand it over? Will he give up the goods? Nico not hunting for it, but I kind of want him to be, and he's not going to get the ace. It does get denied. Nexa's not ready to give him the satisfaction, but a great round from Nico nonetheless as to what G2 like to do on this map.
And that's why I'd love to see G2 go for one of these A fakes. Cause enough distraction. You don't have to rush A like they did in that round. You just have to cause Heroic to rotate enough off of B that you can take the site. Not
to mention that I think Nexa is probably one of the best B site anchors on Vertigo right now. Yeah. And he's right at home on this bomb site, man. He loves it. We spoke to him in interviews and he's telling us how much he likes it. I would love to see him just entrusted with the duty of finding these opening kills at this B side of the map. Beauty of it is, he could be the man to make that decision as well.
Sure. Back towards his side as well. Nowhere is safe. Stown has to give it up. G2 now own middle, but Nico's pushed the smoke and he's mowed down 2. Great spray. Nico with a 3rd, dropping Kenny's AWP, and that is a great way of dealing with a mid take from G2. They may have looked good in that position, but Nico looks better. Tessa should be checked, and he will be, but the trade is imminent. Cadian pushed up on the ramp, can afford to fall back, leaving Nexa in a clutch that seems far, far too hard.
Yeah, as good as he's looked, right? As nice as Nexa's been to watch in this server, surely this 1v4 is asking too much of him. With only 25 seconds left as well. He's gone all quiet at ramp. He's slowed right down. That molly is pretty much solidified it, and the kill certainly will. It's 2 for Cadian, 3 for Nico, and a 6th round on the board for Heroic from this position. I say that, to be fair. Hang on, what's going on here at ramp? This is messy. Oh dear, Hunter. He pushes past the smoke. He hides in the ramp smoke, catches a player pushed aggressive in Tessez, deals with Nico on the mid-rotate, finds Cadian, who wasn't like considering that someone had pushed up the ramp so far. And Hunter, he has just made this whole round doable on the back of hiding in that ramp smoke. This should not have been a G2 round, and now it seems impossible to assume it's going to go any other way. The bomb's going down in B. Stown is pincered between either site. He is going to realize now, hang on, Hunter's rotating through ramp, and Kenny, okay, he's back at ramp as well. Stown now knows that Hunter's on this ramp rotation. He's already going to be posted up and considering it, but it's Kenny that's causing problems here. Kenny and Hunter are both in the same place. They're both at the bottom of this B ramp. The bomb is out in the open for them. Stown is low. He needs the ace to pick this round up. They start to spam the bomb. He taps it, draws a couple of gunshots, and it's going to be Kenny to solidify the round. So G2 6th on the board and decides against it. Stown's tried to go aggressive at the B side, but there's 2 players holding. With the bomb. And see, this is how I love to see teams approach Vertigo, because if you do try and force that B fight and you lose a man, well, imagine now how it feels to be Heroic. You rotate an extra player into B, but Borup is responsible for so much, and none of these shots are connecting. This B side, man, it belongs to G2. Jax is tired of all this waiting around. Well, now, actually, he's got to wait around, but luckily enough, it's not for long. Amanek rounds it out, and it's a 9-6 half for G2. Here in the second map of this series. Heroic now over on the T side, and they're going to look to get this one started off with a mid play. Jax has got the info. That's forced a rotation round from Nexa and the rest of the gang. And mid has been picked apart. My word. Stown and Nico left in a 2-on-5, but if you've blinked, you might have missed this round. What can these 2 do?
Oh, I can see ahead. Oh, Kenny's going to jump. Can't quite get a spot. Can't quite get an angle. Stown, it's not the gun for accuracy, but he will nail Kenny S to the wall. That bomb is still the object of his desires, but right behind him is Hunter from the backline, getting a kill and leaving Nico in a clutch he cannot contain. Next is going to find him, and G2, that's 10 rounds, that's double dig, and that is the pistol in the second half. They are in a bit of a problematic position, and a nice shot from Jax is swiftly returned by Stown. Gets a confirmation again. How many more times do you need it, Amanek? Push in mid, gets punished. Stown with 1. He's going to go in for a little bit more, and Stound's done it. Nice entry to Heroic. He's left Amanek alone. He can't win a fight either. Tries to trade Kenny, and Heroic, a very, very good round for them in terms of fight.
Ooh, Hunter tagged early on. He's going to look to get out of there. He doesn't want to hang around now. Mid-control here, looking to be the aim of the game for Heroic. Smoke goes down. Kenny, wonderful little dink on the back of it. And Borup actually kills Katie in there. Now, Kenny wasn't ever peeking during that fight, so that was just a straight-up TK.
Ooh.
Oh, dear. Borup. This round is going to elude Heroic. It was looking good. They get out middle. The smokes are great there for the G2 side, and that's very much started to become apparent here for Heroic. Oh dear. Blows exchange through the smoke. It's kept in, I was going to say a 4-on-4, but that's only for a moment. Jax has taken it back into the mantle of G2. And so now a man down. Heroic, they have recuperated. It's down, finding a nice little opener into mid, onto Mr. Kenny S. And now this B site maybe feels like a tantalizing prospect. They just get the info that two players were rotating over. Nico's making left Amanek to clear this B ramp. He's going to get the info it's clear. Jax now knows it's the A side play, and he taps Nico out of the round. Tess says in a 1v2 to keep the dream alive for Heroic.
Does he read the flank? He's had a rough game here, 9 in 17, but this would be a big round to potentially even take this series for Heroic. They've got a kill, and now Tess is in a clutch, in a 1-on-1, 2 to his name. Same story for Jax, moving on to the bomb. Tessus goes wide, and Jax isn't ready for it. I love that from Tessus. He hears the footsteps. He knows he can beat Jax to the fight.
Was that fake now with an A play looking to be the end result? Hunter getting flashed in, and he's got to do a lot with this Deagle. Takes one away, and he is running out of there, at least for the time being. He's going to reposition it short. Amanek finds a kill onto Stout in mid. This is where it starts to get scary, because Nico is just uncovered. But they've come in on this flank, and now they know it's the A play. At this point, you know you're walking into a stack, so you're very, very anxious here. If you're Heroic, you are checking everything. You are panicking, and there is 15 seconds left. You've got to be cooler than ever. And Amanek aim punched into the sky. Jack is going to try to deny the bomb, but he's not able to do it. Nico gets him through the smoke. Nexa down to a 1v3 to keep this one in the advantage of G2. Heroic about to tie it up at 13 all, and Nexa, what can he deliver with this Deagle? He was head and shoulders the top performer back on Nuke. But this 1v3 is surely asking too much of him. They double peek from ramp, they bid him farewell, and Heroic 13 all, looking to get this series done. Kenny's going to try go wide here with the orb. If he gets the first contact at ramp there, he wins it. But if the peek came from the cinder blocks, it's a little bit more scary.
Back to join the ramp here. Heroic fully committed. Hunter in such a good position. He's low, and so that makes the spot so good. Heroic might not check it, and all he needs is one kill from this spot. If he just pops out at the right time, he can win this round, but it looks already locked in. Hunter with a mow down. He finds both, and G2 just deal with the A play like it's nothing. Great work from Hunter and Kenny S.
Oh, Kenny's molly falls a little late, and a missed shot, uncharacteristically so. Heroic, they're close. Kenny given another opportunity, but he's not going to be given many more. Still a 5-on-5 as these awkward fights have struggled to go in favor of G2, but Kenny comes in. Hunter has the crossfire set up, and all the pieces of the puzzle getting removed here for Heroic. Cadian left up in a 1v5 to try and keep this one going. 45 seconds left on the clock, and Cadian surely not going to even attempt this one.
That G2 might not be ready for. It's going to go through the smoke. That's a great play. Nico with 2. They're not ready for the pace. He has been there every round off the spawn, and finally he's going to show its value. Going through their own smoke to find a double kill into this A site. Overtime is still a possibility here. Kenny is going to try and jump up on top of the boxes, look for kills. He's got the first. If he jumps in, they're watching him though. Next has found a second. This round could still fall apart for Heroic. They can't afford to lose it. This was a 5-on-3, now level-headed. Boost up towards GT. Barb's killed Nexa. Kenny with the trade. Nico in the site, and the bomb's been lost.
Oh dear, and it's fallen very far in harm's way. Nico has retrieved the bomb, but a 1v2 to navigate. This guy needs to drop 30 here if he wants to lock in this 14th round for Heroic. He's waiting for peaks. Nothing is getting offered up. He's going to stick the bomb plant here and now. Kenny raining out a shot, gives Nico a little bit of room to maneuver. But out from Elevator is Jax. He gets bested. Now down to the 1v1. Nico, this would be his 30th kill of the game. But Kenny steals it all away. And he steals the map with it. Shooting at the body. GG to G2. As they take Vertigo, they lock in the third map in this series. They weather the storm. If Cadian's Despicable Danes can upset the swing of things.
Yeah, 0 maps log for Heroic here on Mirage, so this is something new for them to try out in an official. We'll see if it works their favor. Right now, not in middle, as it's a bit of a slaughter from the G2 side of things. Amanek flashed out in B, and Nico trying to run the gauntlet, but he's going to get grenaded out, no armor. He just quickly expires down. Well, lasts not much longer with one shot off.
Not really sure who's going to look to contest it, and Kenny tries to muddle his way through all the myths and in search of the truth realizes that there's no one in this connector side. Amanek is deep in the apartments and they do swing, they do check him. A nice read from Heroic, and this is going to see them with control at the B-bomb site. Nexa on this rotation in. While he does deal with Tessez, this should be it for Nexa, and indeed it is. So Jax and Kenny left in this 2-on-4. Hoping to get a bit more of a handle on this round. Kenny, we've been talking about his FAMAS being really good, which is a very weird phrase in and of itself.
Yeah.
But he was able to get one, caught by Stown on this flank inside of the A site.
Even in the corner of our room. Bang. Oh! All the time! Plays with the pistol behind it, so Kenny is armed and dangerous as usual, and Heroic are not waiting around.
Yeah, they've already picked up the pace on this one, but that's going to lead them into this double stack between Amanek and Hunter. Amanek not able to hold the line, but he does put up 2 for his troubles. Tessez comes in with one of his own, and Stown is running the risk of going down.
Oh dear,
another dig. Oh, no.
What? How's he alive?
Don't know how he survives there. Really don't. And they're going to look for this A-side execute. Now, they've got all the utility in the world to go for this play. And that's going to go raining on in. It's been telegraphed. G2 know what's up. This is as cookie cutter as it gets. Heroic. It's the standard A execute into these pistols. And already, Kenny has put one up on the board through the smoke. Another kill is found. And oh dear, they're really playing with fire here on the Heroic side. They're sticking around. They're fighting the pistols as they try and cross into the site. And now it is just Cadian in this 1v2. Jax is very, very low. Nexa peeking the stairs. Cadian, as he looks down, it falls apart. Continue through mid, and Hunter is the man to wrap T-spawn. I love this decision, because if Jax dies or if Jax gets the kill, that's the man you're anticipating. That's the man you're ready for. It's Hunter, aggro at ramp, that's now a bit of an X factor, and they learn that he's here. They learn his whereabouts, and this is going to keep their attention fixated on him. This maybe gives a bit more room to Jackson Amanek. Hunter out from ramp will lay waste to Tessez on this initial peak, but there's still a man in CT. Hunter hasn't spotted him yet, but he will do eventually, and now he's like tunnel visioned on Borup. Hunter is really living up to his name. He wants all the kills, he wants all the fame.
How can you stop him?
G2, 6 on the board.
Players here playing close. Amanek on the boost again, and Nexa's jumping. That could bait them in. They might not check this position because they've just seen Nexa playing close, and they don't flash out. Amanek's got the first, can't follow up. Nexa now rather, hiding at the back of the site. Kenny's come on rotation. He's doubled up with the AWP, and the T-AWP getting dropped by Nexa on the bench. G2 mow down Heroic coming into B. Absolutely no issue.
Instead, they're going to try and pressure Kenny. And Kenny, undeterred by the first few players, goes back in for 3. Only good for 2, though. However, this A site is still holding tall, and Jax has made noise. They don't know about Hunter. In fact, no one knows about Hunter, and Katie is going to find out the hard way. Borup gets shut down as well. It's 8-6 for G2.
got the guns to do it. That's a nice grenade. Significant damage, but a pop-out Palace will work well for KD, and he does get traded. The SMG's finding success. Jax has to get the kills, but Nico's dropped in from above as well. Some way, somehow, these ecos almost feel favored. Heroic did not have the guns for this round, but they have G2 looking in the wrong places, and that's enough to get a bomb plant, and a smoke in the face of Nexa forces him to jump window side into the orb. Nowhere where G2 can go. Every path is treacherous and filled with Danes, and that's not going to change. Looking like an 8-7. Amanek, surely no time at this point. Creeping, crawling, moving, shooting, but here's Borg to close the round, and that will be it. 7 at the end of the T side for Heroic. Well, who knows where this one's going? Heroic certainly don't. They've not even played a CT side yet. They've not played an official on Mirage. This is their first, and now they've got to deal with a fast take from G2 straight out the pallet.
Yeah, no waiting around, and well, somehow the trades have ended up in favor of G2. I thought Nico was going to get more done there. Cadian, he's wiggling and jiggling over in CT. And oh, he's on to another. Go on, Cadian, my son. He's on 3, and he's looking for a 4th. The nade's going to do it. Stown does delete him, but a great round from Cadian. Nico and Stown both pushing into the apartments. At this point, Heroic, they know it's either mid or it's A. And it's not leaving much to the imagination here as Utility comes in towards the A bomb site. 3 players out from ramp, a second up in Palace. Kenny and Nexa, they've been able to keep this in even odds. This wrap is still coming in. It's still very much on its way.
Oh dear.
It's just been chugging along quietly in the background this whole round, and they only know that Stown is here right now. The second man of Nico is a complete surprise if you're Amanek. Does he have this one in the bag? 1v3, does find the first, but he's getting spammed, and a flash going up and over. Amanek, how on earth is he going to survive? It does deal first, but not able to follow up to Tessez. And oh, it got close.
He was on the
not
head.
Quite. Yeah.
He was on the head of Tessez.
For the G2 side. And if it continues in this fashion, it's certainly starting to look like that could be the case. They even just cleared up on top of the stairs. And there's players hidden in the connector, so Kenny is far from safe in this position. Saying that, he still finds one. He's still bought it into a 3-on-3, and these trades just haven't come through from Heroic.
Yeah, they've not been given any. Cadian's posted up after his teammate died in spawn, but no one's peeked, no one's fighting, and now Heroic, the time is the biggest problem. It's not the opponents, it's that bomb. It's ticking away, and no one's even in the site yet. It's a default plant. Heroic have to get in. They have to get past Kenny. It's a quick trade from the orb, but no one's tapped it, and Amanek's on the bomb, exactly on top of the bomb. Down with the kill, but I don't know if there's time, even though he sticks it. I feel like it might just be lost. G2, oh, they've lost it. Heroic pick it up. Wow, what a defuse from Stown. If they get a flash thrown from anywhere, really, they can pop mid and be a real nuisance to Hunter. You can see how ready G2 are for something of the sort. Now, with the flash going out, the grenade will follow. Heroic are going to try and take fights. So prepared.
Yeah, G2, they knew what was going on. Tessez has done what he can, but ultimately it's not going to mean a lot in this round for Heroic. A long way away from the action. And Special Agent Jax reporting in. And they both found him. They both cracked the case wide open, in fact. It's the 10th on the board for G2. They reached double digits. And we might have a little B play on our hands here from G2. It looks like some fake utility gets thrown out from Kenny, and now the B hit comes on in. And Stown, well, he was alone for a moment. The short players are in, and boy, the cleanup crew has arrived for the side of Heroic. Nico's even pushed the lower tunnels. Bye-bye, Kenny, and followed up is Nexa. 13 on the board for Heroic. I don't see a world in which Hunt is able to find much through the connector. It's going to be wild if he does, but it seems like he's caught a pretty good timing, and he manages to dodge the players in window. Hunt has opened up, and he's coming in through con. He's actually dropped the man on his way in. And now that he holds the jungle, he denies so much vision into this A site. But Nico, that there is a crucial frag, because now the bomb is trapped in Sandwich. And while Nexa does deal with the first man, 2 players back in CT, there is no time to rotate away. Nexa, he needs to play for this A site here and now. He spots Cadian, and Cadian gets the kill up, but Stown with a very important trade, takes it then and there. And so Kenny being so deep, this is something that Heroic shouldn't be ready for. Can he find any utility from this position? Bar up at the back in CT, does nail the first and the second. Oh, looking for a third. Not quite able to deal with it. Man advantage taken here. Heroic setting up to retake this A bomb site. A bomb plant comes in for G2 at the very, very least to try and keep on fighting here on Mirage. Try and keep that dream alive. Kenny on his flank does deal with Tesses. And he's even spotted an AWP in CT. This is very, very slow from Heroic. This is giving a lot of time to G2, and it's giving a lot of usage out of Kenny in this aggressive position. He's allowed to reroute down into mid. Now, the bomb isn't planted for him, so these players in the site have got to make a stand, and Amanek trying to hold the cross, can't do it. Kenny, the bomb's not planted for him. He's got to get in now, and they're on the bomb. Cadian locks it in, but there's no time for the defuse. Stan was on the site. He had a kit.
Who did Nico jump on first with
Nico was the
no
guy
kit?
defusing, yeah.
Oh dear. Same cannot be said for Heroic. G2, oh, what a way to end it. This is an El Clasico. The B rush, it's open, it's empty. Heroic have no one here. They have a double under. They're lurking, they're flanking, they're fast, and the bomb could get dropped here in the backline. Down stun damage. They've trapped the bomb. It's had to be smoked. Nexus needs to cross. Jax providing some support, and it does let the bomb get out of there with a Molotov and a shot through the smoke. Jax is pushing us to OT.
This was an OT that should have never happened. Physically shouldn't have happened. G2 weren't even in the server to make it happen. And here we are, Jax holding down the apartments. He's laying waste to them.
What?
And finally they deal with it, but this round, actually I'm gonna hold my train of thought. Cadian and Nico, they've got it into a 2-on-3. They're going to try and give it their best go, or else we're heading to overtime. And Kenny trying to send us there. It's Cadian left up, 1v3. A nice flick, but the trade is in. And we're going to overtime. Now would be the perfect timing for it. G2 going to catch this A site as Heroic have just rotated players away to B.
Kenny threw that smoke from Catwalk, so it's going to land again. You see it's got a gap below it. That's just to deny a top triple AWP, or a top ticket AWP rather. This is a mess though. Kenny with a double dropping out into middle. Stan's avoiding the AWP on the other side, but now he's hunting it down and he will lose the fight. The Tech-9 comes out on top. Kenny with his teammate in a 2-on-1. Nico lines him up, but he can't get a kill. Amanek closes it, and it's 17 at the half for G2. They hold the lead. Oh dear.
He's one through the smoke, wasn't able to find it, and Heroic, they have opened up with 2 quick kills at the A bomb site. Oh, make it a third. It's down to Amanek and Nexa, but Nexa is delivering. And now a 2-on-2. 10 seconds. The shot misses onto the man retrieving the bomb, so the plant is available. It's all settled here at this A bomb site once again. Heroic down to the 1v1. And Nico, the man who might have fumbled the defuse earlier on, now has to make sure this bomb can go off. Nico toying with Amanek. Amanek, getting tagged with every single peak, but still not moving, not budging, and he takes the shot when he knows he has it. G2, they lock in this series 19-17. They get it done in a 2-1 affair.